Hello and welcome back to the US World Cup 2016. My name is Zetrot, and we are going to continue our coverage throughout the weekend of Group Stage. I'm joined with Deadbeat as well. How are you doing today, Deadbeat?
I am really good.
All right, we've seen some pretty impressive matches so far, but we're going to be jumping right into our Canada versus Chile match. That is the match we're going to look over now. What do you think about this match coming up here?
We saw a bit of Chile earlier, but it wasn't really hard to. It was kind of hard to get a good grasp of them because they're up against China. So
Yeah,
that didn't exactly go well for them. As for Canada, last year they did a lot better than they normally do. So I've got some high hopes for them this year.
Yeah, Canada is definitely going to give it their all. They have Azer, Trickmere in there as well, Miru Hong, and Kaffin. So they've got a very strong roster here. Chile did not get a good chance with their match against China earlier, as you said, but there's still plenty of time in group stage for them to show that they can shine. And this should be a very interesting match. We'll be getting into the warm-ups in just a moment. And for anyone just joining us for the US World Cup, we have changed things up a little bit. You can get a hold of stats now by using Nightbot with the stats command. So that will bring up information on both teams, if I'm not mistaken, that you can look up.
This is the one. Alright, so yeah, I've just updated the MP, so that should give everyone the multiplayer links that they need.
Yeah, and remember, guys, you are able to check out the outcomes of the match live via the MP links, as well as watching it on stream. And make sure to get some support out there for the teams you want to see win this. Whether it be Chile or Canada, get your support out for the players. Let it be known that you want to see a great match. And it's definitely good to be back, Twitch chat.
Good to be back.
Yes. I do believe that we're going to have quite a few matches today. This is group stage. It's the most grueling part, guys, but it's one of the most exciting as well. So definitely keep around, stick around, keep around. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, stick around as we're going to be doing this all weekend. There'll be matches throughout the week. You can check the schedule on the wiki to, find your specific matches you want to watch. Some of them might not be comfortable to your time zone, but don't worry, we got you covered, as you'll be able to check out VODs. But let's get into our first warm-up. Blue Dragon map is a warm-up. Actually, a pretty good choice. I'm not sure if this is one of his faster maps, but seeing as Kafan actually has no fail on, this might be something a little bit on the ridiculous side. Danielle has flashlight on Chile's side, so definitely having fun with this first warm-up.
Yeah, I've seen a few people go no fails with the warm-ups already. But you saw one person, I can't remember who it was when no fails spun out.
You gotta give him credit for trying there. Danny L taking the flashlight on a map that is absolutely ridiculous. The jump patternings in here, memorization would be key to even doing this. And I'm gonna say he could probably get over a 40% just off sight alone, which is pretty impressive given the figure. Seeing very impressive accuracy from Azer and Trickmere. Definitely not unexpected here. Miru Hong also holding a pretty decent accuracy, 93 point. Kaffin holding a 98, very strong with the other two members of Canada. Miru Hong a little bit down on the accuracy side, but still holding pretty decent combos on some of these really hard jumps. And Danielle's going for that 40%, boys. He's gonna make everybody proud.
Actually, United Kingdom versus Sweden.
Well, I'll tell you what. Right now, that song that the UK and Sweden are doing for their warm up, Michael Jackson featuring Skrillex.
Oh boy.
That sounds pretty amazing. And Germany versus Latvia actually has a pretty good warm up in my opinion, depending on the mapper there for Tudis Patan. It really depends. If it's not the Hito Shinrai one, it's actually a really good map.
I'm kind of interested to see how strong the UK are this year.
It should be pretty interesting. All right, and we're moving on to our second warm-up here. And then we will get on to bands. I wonder what we're going to see for a second warm-up. I wonder if that was, do you know if that was Canada's warm-up pick or was that Chile's?
Not a clue. Not a clue, like, not even in the slightest. It was totally Chile's.
All right. I was going to say, Danny taking the flashlight there. Oh, no, he didn't get the 40% dream. No.
I'm totally just guessing Chile, by the way. I really have no idea.
All right. Well, it does look like they're going to throw DT on for their warm-up. Very confident, which is not something you usually see Canada trying to like burn up in the group stage. So going right out with double time, just showing that strong one. Oh wait, there's another one there. Yeah, they gotta throw on the D. They gotta throw on DT. You know, too strong.
Gotta power through that warm up.
Oh man, United Kingdom versus Sweden, keeping their warm-ups lighthearted here, as we see Rick.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, never gonna hit those notes.
When did we? Was it Mania? A couple was it before that? I'm positive we've seen this in a warm up before.
We might have seen it during the Mania World Cup. There's a lot of really silly ones there.
I guess it was the Awesome Coach World Cup. Can't remember now.
Okay, all right, so we should be getting started in just a moment.
Yeah, that's it. We're just waiting for the last few players to ready up, and then we should be good to go. That being said, this is like we've lost a Canadian.
Yeah, it does look to be that way.
I think they're trying to get Vinces in. Yeah. Oh, they got Ignite? Okay.
Okay, so I'm having... Alright, that should fix it. Alright, yeah, now we have Ignite in, so we should be seeing this warm-up in just a moment. We've already seen a little bit of their power, but now we can see how well they fare on speed, both Chile and Canada now, with a double time pick for the next warm-up. And for those asking, the United Kingdom match is actually going on right now. It's just not one of the matches that we are streaming at the moment. If you want to know the outcome of that match, for sure, definitely keep your eyes open. I do believe, are we putting out MP links for the other matches as well, Deadbeat, or do they just have to find that via the stats?
No, there's an MP command. They should bring you up the MP links for all three matches.
All right, awesome. So if you guys do want to check out that other match while watching this one, feel free to use the MP command. That will bring you up all the matches that are currently going on, which is Germany versus Latvia, Canada versus Chile, which we are watching right now, and the United Kingdom versus Sweden, which is also ongoing. All right, and it looks like Deadbeat's going to go back to the man cave, and we have Juan with us. How you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm doing great. I mean, it took a while for me to set up stuff once again. It's been long without commentating. But now that I'm set up, I'm ready to see this show match between the two. I mean, it's not a show match, just the warm-ups. But this is going to be an interesting one. The group with the countries with C, if I recall correctly. Canada, Chile, and China being on the same group.
Yeah, and Juan, you saying show match isn't too far out of it if you look at Danielle's playing, definitely having a lot of fun. Lots of cursor dancing going on, even though it's double time here. And then, as you can see on Canada's side, they're taking it a little bit more seriously. Kyle having some accuracy problems there, but everybody just kind of not doing too well. Calaris over there, though, Carlos, actually holding an S with a very high accuracy at the moment. Only one at the moment because Kyle's accuracy has dropped below 90%.
Yes, indeed. I mean, this map is interesting, by the way. Like, it doesn't look too fast, even with double time, but it's so tricky to act. Like, the patterns are pretty tricky to hit properly. I cannot imagine this map without double time, though.
Yeah, I mean, it feels more like something that if it wasn't with double time, it would be a single tap map. And now that double time has been introduced, it's more of an alt map, in my opinion. As you can see, some of the players are full alting these sections that normally you'd just be single tapping and having fun with. So I guess that would make it play a little bit on the awkward side.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you can always double tap it when the double time, but it definitely isn't. If it's not your playstyle, you're definitely going to have a hard time.
Very much so. As someone that started out single tapping and then went to full alternation, the transition from single tap to full alt is just evil. There'll be lots of times where you're failing songs you know you can pass, but once you get that full alt mastered, it comes in way more handy than you'd think.
Yeah,
especially,
it pays off a lot.
Yeah, it pays off unbelievably, especially with anything around the 100 BPM range when you're using double time or 200 BPM. 200 BPM songs normally aren't really that hard. You can single tap some of them, but if they're mapped very heavily and they have a lot of 1/4 and 1/6, being able to alternate takes a lot of pressure off your fingers, making it very easy for you to full combo without stressing your wrist and hand as much. And that's like one of the main things that the US World Cup's about here, you know, keeping the largest combo you can with the highest accuracy, and being able to do that full alternating gives a load of support when trying to full combo rougher songs, especially double time.
Yeah, it gives you more room of error, I believe, because even if it is harder to act, like, it's easier to combo overall. Like, you don't have to stretch yourself too much. If you are single tapping and you have a section of triplets stacked every now and there, you have a lot of issues if you're single tapping and you're not used to it. But if you're alternating, it just feels better some cases.
The trade-off is
triple or make some triangle jams.
The trade-off is accuracy, as you said. Like, if you can single tap at that speed, your accuracy is probably going to be a little bit better. Alternating does kind of drop that because now you're no longer just controlling one finger, you have two, and making slight timing errors is something that's going to, happen. But I don't know. I feel like for the cross-up, though, it outweighs, especially when you start getting into harder pools. Like, you'll see it very apparent as we go further and further through group stage and even into the round of 16 and so on and so forth. You'll start to see the single tapping dropping off and more of a full alternating style being preferred. Just as with most people will say that tablet is like one of the easier ways to play. And movement-wise, I can understand that. And getting into like serious competitive play, tablet is something that you might want. Also, Twitch chat asked, how did Canada lose that warm-up? 2 of the Canada members failed at the very end. Don't know if you guys caught that, but they were just playing around anyway, so it's no biggie. But yeah, that's how Chile won that, even though Canada probably had the higher score to begin with. And hello, Madness777. I missed you too, buddy. Oh, and don't worry. I see some people talking about default skin. Don't worry about that. If I'm not mistaken, players can use whatever skin they want. It's just what is streamed is the tournament client, and it uses the default skin. So what you're seeing is not exactly what they might be seeing. They might have their Pro MLG skins. They might have their Kawaii Ugu skins. You know, whatever skin they really want to use. It's complete user preference. You know. Oh, I'm still guys, mouse still master race in my book. Don't worry. I've never once left the mouse realm.
Alright, so to start the first selection of this match, it's going to be Golden Slaughtered.
That is our free mod.
Interesting pick there,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the free mod picks here are a little bit crazy. I just.
Oh no! This is actually double time.
Is it double time?
Yeah, this is double time.
Yep. Okay, never mind. It was a 7 expansion song. My bad. I just went through the entirety of the map pool, but one double time song and one free mod song, and I got Golden Slaughter and FI mixed up. I played FI so many times because Charles mapped it and I tested it when he was working on it. So it's kind of good to see some older maps here in the map pool. I really hats off to the map pool creators this time. I feel like this is actually a very interesting pool. We do see a lot of higher approach rates, but we also see lower approach rates, which is some people are going, why? AR 7, 8, no, get it away. But being able to read that is a skill in its own right, and we are about to test that skill for these players and see who prevails. All right. And Daiki is going to be joining us as well as we get into our first match, Golden Slaughter of the Canada versus Chile match. How are you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's great to be back commentating. Apologies for being late, but yeah, we're getting into things.
Not a problem. It happens sometimes. We'll be getting into our first double time pick here. And with Canada taking a double time warm-up, definitely seems like they wanted to get in the mindset of a double time map.
Interesting because I think it probably looks like Canada's trying to favor their bursting ability, at least if they're picking Golden Slaughter for their first map.
Yeah, very much so. I don't think we're going to see too many drops, but as I say that, there is a fluke. As much as I could say is just a fluke miss from Trick Mirror there. And that is going to hurt them a little bit, but it doesn't look like they've lost the lead here yet, as it does slowly go over to Chile, though. It's still anyone's game.
Yeah, the accuracy from Canada is definitely paying off, but as soon as the combos grow stronger and stronger, Chile will take the advantage once again here. 1/3 of the song inside already. And I believe that if they keep this up, they will be able to win this point, even with the accuracy disadvantage. Although I believe they are pretty close on that aspect as well.
Yeah, it's not very far here, as there's like about maybe a 0.2, maybe a 3 or 4 point difference teams collective accuracy.
At the same time, it's really early and combo drops happen.
Very much so. And here we might actually see a combo drop during this slider transition here. And and Itijano actually is going to drop there. That is going to hurt Chile just a little bit. But is it going to be enough for Canada to pull that back up?
Well, they're definitely trying. Look at that, 12,000 points of difference.
Yeah,
Almost
Canada
over.
is right behind them, trying their darndest. But if Chile can maintain, they will get this first point on a pick by the Canadian team nonetheless. That is a great way to start your match.
Yeah, they are taking me back once again here. Last stream, no one is dropping, not even in the repeat slider. It seems like it's almost over already. The difference is just too big now.
Yeah, the difference just jumped outstandingly. That drop so late in the song is definitely going to hurt and the accuracy favoring Canada is going to give them that little boost they need, as everyone's accuracy, combos are almost past the 600 mark. And that's going to be all she wrote. Canada will take that first victory.
And yes, it is. Even it was when it was a slider break from Trick Mirror, still without 4 full combos, they managed to take the point here. 3 full combos against 3, but the difference between Etejuano and Trick Mirror was a little bit bigger than any others, making that difference the reason why Canada took the first point. But now Chile gets the pick, so
very much so. And oh man, Juan, I think I might be taking your curse mantle from you here today.
Okay. Let's just say this: you're not taking my curse away. This is my time to shine. You just mentioned it that Canada was doing fine.
Yeah.
You didn't mention anyone in particular. But when you do that, that will be...
Yeah, you're right. I did predict another drop, though, in the slider transition phase in that map. So I'm 2 for 2. I might not have the names down, but I am 2 for 2.
I was about to make a really bad joke, but I'm going to leave that for myself. But... okay, man, if you try hard, you'll definitely get to it. Maybe this year will be blame Citron instead of me.
I'm pretty sure that's a given anywhere I go. So, even though you might have the banner, everybody just blames Citron. It's so easy.
I mean, blaming commentators is usually a way to go. By the way, right now, seems like Germany just took the 2nd point against Latvia, so they are leading 2-0 already. And Germany will take the 3rd pick, so really good position for them.
Oh, super good position. Ooh, I like this one here. We're going to be looking at How Do You Do, and not to be confused with another Nightcore mix. This is a Casada song, How Do You Do. Very fun map, by the way. Really simplistic and pretty easy. And then you add hard rock to it. And then it's like, no.
Magma. Yeah.
Exactly. So this should be pretty interesting. I just got done playing through this. Would have had a full combo. I made 1 slider break. Got that beautiful green A rank, you know. Keeping it real. But this should be pretty interesting. This is once you've got the main rhythm for this song, even with hard rock, you should be okay. The streams and the transitions into streams are very smooth. Lots of flow mapping in this one, so we don't have to worry too much about any jagged turns or what happened combo breaks from either side, in my opinion. What we're going to probably see here is maybe fluke misses, but with hard rock being in there, accuracy is definitely going to be hard. Because, I mean, with a non-hard rock play, I pulled like a 98. So if I attribute hard rock to that, I myself am not that great. But these guys, you know, they've been practicing this map for a week. I feel like we probably won't see anything under 96, 97. I could be wrong, though.
I wouldn't be that surprised if we see that kind of stuff. Like, I know that Chile is a good team when it comes to hard rock in general, but they lack a bit of 4 players that being able to consistently accurate, as in being accurate on this kind of map. So this also sounds like an old style of beat map. So
no, it's not an old style, believe it or not. It's actually
oh yeah, it's Asphyxia, yeah.
Yeah, Asphyxia mapped it, but they definitely kept the like spirit of like mapping Nightcore songs. It definitely holds to the base. You'll see as it plays out. It's really fun. I enjoy this a lot.
Well, that's good. Having this kind of maps on the World Cup, it's always a good thing. But let's see now. I think that Trick Mirror is being replaced here by Acer. Not sure about the lineup from Chile. I don't think they made a swap. Maybe they just made one. But anyways, leaving that aside, let's start with the hard rock map. And as I mentioned it, Dilson and Kafan are having a bit of trouble with the accuracy early on. Same goes for Carlos and Kyle, actually. So pretty tight matchup so far in the hard rock bracket.
Yeah, hard rock on this makes it incredibly harder if you're not used to reading the high approach rates. it's very easy in these large jump sections to just nab a random 200, random 100, or you know, I'm sorry, I had some mania in me.
Yeah, I noticed.
But yeah, you could just nab a random 100 just even when you're playing decently. So you really have to watch your accuracy, but don't watch it too much, as that usually promotes combo breaks.
Indeed, indeed. But here we are, only one break so far. Kafan being the only one. Accuracies right now are a little bit more tied up.
Ooh, Neve is actually going to see a miss there as well. Not looking good for Chile. If Canada can keep the consistency here and not see any crazy drops, we should see another point for them. But as I said,
Canada's being just deadly consistent here. Like, everyone is doing really good. The accuracies are not that high as I was expecting, though. Canada is being the only one having above average here. Even Acer, which is a really good hard rock player, is not holding at his best on this one. And this slow section can definitely kill your accuracy if you're not prepared. Hopefully everyone was prepared there.
And it's even worse because, like, at that point in the song, the backing beat disappears. So, like, any kind of aural cue you might, like, not just visual, but sound cue you might have had to help you with that part is gone. So it's really eye movement, in my opinion. Well, eye, visual.
I got tongue-tied. And that star, I think that was the last hard section of the map, so unless a fail happens at the end, I believe that Canada will take this one without too many issues.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a fail. You might see like a slip or a drop in accuracy, but nothing really crazy. There was that last build up with the slider jumps, but outside of that, it is smooth sailing here.
And there it goes, 4 million points for Canada. Every single member of the team getting the full combo over there. Really nice performance in general. Against 2 full combos from Chile, not really that behind. A little bit behind in accuracy though in general. But misses from Neve and slider breaks from Kafan ended up costing the victory here. Yep,
that is going to give that second point to Canada. Still in the game here.
Well, we saw really good comeback so far already. Like, I remember it was Hong Kong against Sweden, I believe, which ended up 4-3 in favor of Hong Kong. They were leading 3-0, but Sweden forced the tiebreaker. So see, anything can happen. And right now, seems like we will have a Skyclad as the third pick here by Canada. Is it going immediately after the normal bracket up? Just seeing the hard rock performance and the accuracy advantage in general, going for a normal pick actually makes sense in my opinion. This one is also quite average, right? If I remember correctly. I think it is a bit on the old style as well. Yeah, indeed, this was a map of 2012, so pretty old style already. Kind of a counter to Chile, which have most of their lineup being composed by new players in general. They might not be that used to play this kind of things, even though they had a week to practice. Oh, also cool statistic to mention here. Altale is the first map to get picked up 10 times already, so really popular pick over there on the stream side. But anyways, leaving that aside, it's time to start with the third selection here from Stains Gay, Skyclad no Kakokusha. I believe that's not the way to pronounce it, I'm pretty sure about it. But anyways, leaving that aside, let's just go on. As you can see, the map is super slow. The approach rate doesn't really help too much either, being AR8. So definitely a reading challenge combined with an old style mapping. So let's see so far. Chris is looking to be the one having the most issues with accuracy, but even with that, still keeping the combo. Both teams equalize it in the intro of the song.
It will actually be interesting to see how the teams handle the end of the map, because that is a bit of a throw-off right there.
Well, let's see if they can hold up into this part already, because Kaifing and Kafan both dropping the combo quite early on. Still Canada is on the lead. Pinksis and Miruhong are holding the 100% for them, and only Neve the Chilean side. Accuracy-wise though, they are in a big advantage. Chris and Kafan are a little behind, 97.3 and 96.96. Being that the main reason as well, with a bit of a combo advantage in favor of Canada. But as David mentioned, at the end of the map can be quite tricky, and we might see some comebacks over there for Chile. If not earlier, this kick sliders in Scorby 2 might be a thing to watch out as well, but hopefully no one does break. The map is still going, no one is even dropping a bit of accuracy here. Seems like everyone established themselves quite good. But Kaifing and Miruhong, as I mentioned, breaking already, and that will give a huge boost in score to the Chilean team, and they take it back. 1/4 of the song remaining, they just have to hold on for a little bit longer, and they will break point, which is super important. Binks is now with a drop, dropping the 100% as well at the same time, so Acer being the only full combo remaining for Canada, and I believe Chile has no more chances to drop this one unless they fail. Binks is with another drop though, not going to be enough. Chile is pulling it out. They are going to take it.
Again, I'm looking forward to the end to see if you're going to do all wrong.
No fails at the end. And with that, Chile will take the first point in the favor, breaking point against the Canadian team. So really important point that they just earned. And now with their pick, they might still have the chance to take this one.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the start of the comeback.
Yes, indeed. I mean, it's definitely looking to be like that. These two teams are pretty equalized, even though a lot of people know more the Canadian players since they played in a lot of World Cups already. And the Chile, being a little bit of a new team, they definitely have the strength to pull out fights against the big ones. And this is what we're actually seeing here. And let's see what they decide to pick now. They have to be smart, though. They cannot afford to lose any single point. Any suggestion for the picks, David? Not too sure if you have one in mind.
Oh, I have a map in mind.
Blumenkranz?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that would be cool because Chile just won in an AR8 map, so we might see that with Hidden trying to counter Canada, but I'm not sure about Chile's abilities to do Hidden. Wonder why Chile's taking too much time. This not that they're like discussing about the pick. They are mostly just being there. I wonder if they're actually thinking about what to pick. With Yurufu being banned and how was the other band called? I don't remember the name exactly. One of Rock Remake. Yeah, there we go. Not sure what they would go for. Probably not Free Mode or Hard Rock if I were there. But Topia still is not looking to be a bad pick either. I would go for Dreamwalker if I were there. Maybe Altale. A little bit more on the streamy side, but I believe Chile has a better time holding with jumps. Oh, okay, there we go. Harino Sora is going to be. I believe this is double time. Yes, it is. Last double time pick remaining.
It's fun to see people pick up double time. I just wish more people would pick up remake.
Well, they're picking it as a band.
Like, what? It's only been picked up like 2 times.
I believe that's more than Blumenkranz, though.
No,
Oh, it's not? Oh, okay.
no, I got picked up 4 times.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but that gets some love. Does look like UK are up 3-0 as well, by the way. There's a update for that match, and Latvia vs Germany.
I believe that's 3-1, right? Yep, it's 3-1 in favor of Germany.
Okay, so we should be getting started with this match in just a moment, right?
Yep,
Looks like
that's
we're
looking to be
seeing
the
one.
case.
Yeah, it does look like we saw a replacement. Now Dialson is coming in for Chile. And we can get this bad boy underway. All right, and we've got the countdown for the 10 seconds, and we will be getting into this. This is potential match point for Canada, guys. So all they have to do is take this victory, and they will see their first clean sweep, unless they've already made a clean sweep. And if they did, I apologize for not knowing that. This is my first match today.
Isn't it 2-1 Canada right now?
Is it 2-1?
Yeah, Chile just took that last pick.
Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, I did not know that. My bad.
So yeah, this is not match point. We're going to be.
It's not match
right
point.
At the heart of your sword.
I'm uninformed. You know, OS was just so great. I couldn't handle it, and my computer exploded, and I just assumed, and that's bad of me. So, good job, Chile, for making me look like a jerk, because I am. You guys deserve it. It looks like they actually might have gotten a strong second win, too, as they're handling this double time pick very well. Oh, we're going to see a drop on Canada's side from Caffin, and that is going to just cement that lead that Chile has a little further.
I mean, it is Chile's pick because they broke Canada's previous pick, so I'd expect that they'd probably feel comfortable with this, given that it's a real momentum swinger, I think, if they can actually take this point and actually tie it up 2-2.
Yeah, and with Caffin dropping there, that is exactly what they're going to be able to do. There is still half a map to play, though, and things can make changes. We have some long artistic sliders in this map set, and that can very easily see a break if you're not careful. You can see Danielle's a little bit on the WTF side. Yeah, but that drop that he saw is actually going to give the lead over to Canada. They can capitalize on this score point now and take what looked like was going to be a second point for Chile and make it their third point here. We did see a drop from Caffin, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem as Dallison also dropped. Ignite also seeing a miss though, so the score could go back, but I do believe there's only a little bit of song left here, and unless we see a huge catastrophic drop from Canada's side. I do believe they have this. With almost 40,000 points of difference here, it's going to be very hard. Oh, wait, it's way more than 40,000 now. And there we have it. That is going to be the 3rd point for Canada. Chile definitely giving it a good try there, trying to work on their point, but they lost on their own pick. That is going to give a huge advantage to Canada as they move into their final pick, well, potential final pick. But, of course, if Chile can rebuttal that and take their point and break point again, they can keep this match going a little bit longer. It also looks like the Germany versus Latvia is now 3-1 as well. And it seems Vixen has or Vinix has also popped into play. There's been a lot of talk in Twitch chat about seeing them play. So unless they played in the match previously where my PC went boom.
He played on the map that they lost.
All right. Oh, and they're going with a tail. Ooh, this is a very interesting pick here. There's a lot of stream sections in here where a combo break is very simplistic, very easy to just overlook. So definitely going to have to pay attention to it. If I'm not mistaken,
it's still one of the most picked maps.
Yeah, it is one of the most picked maps, which is crazy in its own right. But it's got a lot of streams there.
At the same time, Canada, I don't think has too much risk in picking this.
Yeah,
because even if
not
they
at
do
all.
lose this, then they have Chile's pick, and then they have another pick of their own. Like, all the pressure right now is on Chile to perform and outperform what they're currently doing in order to stay in this against Canada.
Yeah, and when you've got them pressured like that, really your main game plan at this point isn't really to, oh, we're going to destroy this map. We just need to do better than they do. And if they're pushed up against a wall, mistakes and common things like slider breaks are a little bit more apparent to happen, because I know as a player of Standard and most people in the Twitch chat would agree, like once you get past a 500 combo mark, like if you have nerves and nerves are a problem for you, like then keeping full combo can be ridiculous.
I mean, definitely, especially in a tournament situation, like due to nerves, it's super easy to miss. If you do that in single player, I can imagine just in a tournament, being streamed in front of like 4,000 people is definitely a hard thing to overcome in such situation.
But at the same time, there's definitely people who tend to overperform in a tournament setting where the pressure is higher. And
That's true.
I guess this is the place where we find out who those people actually are.
All right, we have the countdown here, and we'll be getting started with Atail in just a moment. This is a very nice map. We actually saw this in the Catch the Beat World Cup, I think about 6 months back now.
Yeah, this was picked on the Catch the Beat one. Don't think it was this version, but
No,
maybe it
but
was.
you can't miss that you can't miss that video. It's a very beautiful video.
All right, there we go. And there we go. These patterns, they aren't particularly hard, but they just look really good to the eyes.
Of course, like, the song does ramp up in intensity, and so does the map.
Yeah, the streams get a lot denser towards the middle
It's
section.
180 in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Like, this map has the thing of being hard to time. Like, even if it is mostly just streams, the usage of 1.3s and 1.6 are quite tricky and
Yeah, it's a
difficult
very
to
swingy
accuracy.
map.
Yeah. Cool, but seems like we're having some connection issues there with Chris. Hopefully he will be able to keep playing and submit their own score. But anyways, despite that, everyone is still holding the combo. Kavan is holding the 100% still, being the only one in the tournament room here holding it. Pretty nice performance by him over there.
Yeah, these slight adjustments in spacing on these streams here can make for a very easy break there, but everybody holding pretty well throughout that entire section.
Yep, really nicely done by everyone. As I mentioned, this is the most picked bitmap for a reason. Seems like most of the people is just confident playing this kind of stuff. And with 2/3 of the song in already, seems like the disconnection from Chris is actually real, so that's a bad thing for Chile.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate there, but as it's 2/3 of the song in there's no...
Yeah, there's a fail happens, but that's just really unlikely. I mean, even if there was a stream over there and 2 misses there by Etejuan and Kefan, that's just impossible now for Chile. They're going to lose the map at the end. Yeah, not even a fail will be enough at the moment. The cursor dance by Bing Six over there. Same for Kafan. I believe Daniel, yep, he failed. Or something.
He types in, or he draws a GG on the screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they all
That's the give
know.
up.
Most likely they're in some kind of communication with each other.
And that's like the worst. That's absolutely the worst message you have to send to a teammate. Yeah, guys, I know I kind of disconnected. That's got to be one of the worst. Anyways, though, that is going to be a victory for Canada. It's kind of bittersweet getting the last point that way, but you know these things do happen. Everybody being good sports, though, lots of good games going around. So that is very sportsman-like. The other matches have concluded as well. We can kind of go into those real fast. Let's see here. The United Kingdom versus Sweden went 4-1 in favor of the UK. So the United Kingdom won their match. And I do believe... well, I think all the other matches are gone now already. So
Yep. There were 3 out. It was Canada, Chile 4-1, Germany against Latvia 4-1, United Kingdom against Sweden 4-1.
Lots of 4-1s.
It's for me, right? 4-1, you know? Get it? Get it?
Yeah. Oh no. No, Juan, don't.
Well, it's not that I can stand against the Pawn Master Daiki, but at least I'm trying.
I'm still having client issues, so unfortunately I'm not able to do 100% of my commentary to this yet.
Seems like we're having a little bit of issues though in general, not just here. So, anyways, we still have 10 minutes before the next couple of matches. Those should be Poland against Italy, United States against Denmark, and Norway against Austria. So really cool matches that we will have over here because Poland and Italy are both top and high seed. Norway against Austria is high seed against low seed. United States against Denmark is unseed against top seed. But Denmark did take the victory against Austria. So definitely an opponent to watch out for. Even the United States, which is the defending champion of the previous World Cup.